I am hard stuck in Premier Q at around 5 to 6k elo. The thing is though, I swear I'm better than that. I just can't imagine it being that much different skill-wise. How well would I actually perform in 10 to 13k Premier elo? Do I even have a chance? Am I gonna go out 0-20? Am I gonna be completely useless bottom frag all the time? Or is it really not that different to where I'm playing at right now in the low rating? Let's jump right in, see how it went. So the first match, I was kind of nervous. It didn't help much that right before I started the match, I just realized that all my settings are different on this account. Okay, so this is all the same. Oh, different loadout. I forgot about that, okay. But I mean, all the important stuff is here. What the hell is this map? Okay, we definitely have some settings to fix. Holy. Oh, and the sound is so loud as well. Everything is so different here. Something I just did not think of. Of course, if I switch Steam accounts, all my settings are going to be gone. My hotkeys, my, settings sensitivity was probably the worst difference. So it was all different keybinds, different sound, sense, the whole shebang. Whoopsie! Off to a rocky start because I didn't have practice yet. I didn't warm up, but you know how it goes. First game is warm-up game anyways. So the game started and it was interesting to say the least.
I go A.
I'll go B.
I go A.
Why is he saying it so angry?
Help.
Okay. I got double dinked by a teammate. Oh, that's why I died so fast. Okay. Well, lovely.
Purple.
What?
You go connector.
I go B.
Why player connector?
B.
Either.
Not only did we have a kid in the lobby that was slightly annoying and a bit too much hyped up, can't see if we have the bomb or not.
Yellow, it's A. Fucking idiot, stupid. Блять, down.
Couldn't really back off. We also then had to play 4v5 for the rest of the game since, yeah, we kicked them eventually in I don't know, round 4 or 5 or something. As if that wasn't enough, I wasn't able to hit anything, and I mean anything. I lost every duel, racked up lots of deaths with almost no damage dealt. And on top of all of that, the enemies had a possible cheater. We did review the gameplay after in the demo. For me, it wasn't 100% certain whether or not he cheated, and some of my viewers said, yeah, it looks like cheats. Some said no, so it wasn't conclusive. It wasn't one of those blatant cheaters, but at the very least, he was a smurf. Because, yeah, no one's going to believe that he has sub 200 hours in CS and then goes 25, 30 kills in a 12k lobby. So yeah, not a great start, not really much to analyze here in this game. Can't really tell whether or not I can hang in this elo based on this abomination of a CS match. Honestly, truly, this had everything a CS match should have, right? We had a possible cheater or definitely a smurf. We had someone raging. We had to kick someone. A lot of whiffs, bad team play, and on top of everything, and I already said top of everything 3 times, but this is really the cherry on top. No one was speaking. So apart from that raging kid, there was literally no one else using the microphone. Well, I can already tell 2 rounds in, the teammates are the same as in 5k elo. No one talks except some excited kid. They don't listen to sounds and no one helps each other. They all just stand and hug their own little corner. Interesting. Let's quickly go to the second game. Another game, another cheater or smurf. This time, however, we reviewed the demo again, and it was a bit more clear that he was most likely walling and cheating. Either this guy had clear wall hacks or radar, or he had the most lucky life game of his career. The thing is, I'm not experienced enough yet to fully instantly know if someone's cheating or not, but if people get lucky knowing where someone is, or have the crosshair placement completely correct in this elo without clearing anything else multiple times, it's just too sussy. It can happen once or twice, or you can get lucky with a random nade, but if it consistently happens throughout the entire game, there is something fishy. And again, even if it wasn't a cheater, it was again at least a smurf, so really not that representative again. Overall, the game was not bad though, and I did start to warm up a bit and get a little bit more confident, realizing that these players really aren't that much better than 5k or myself for that matter. And as we say in Germany, die kochen auch nur mit heißem Wasser, ne? I did get some nice kills, we did have some nice moments. Yeah, eventually pulled through and won the game. Third game. Ooh-wee. Oh boy, oh boy. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. And I'm gonna show you my face right now. I really didn't know what to say. All right, let's try to find some words. All I'm gonna say here is how the hell am I top fragging in this elo? What the hell was this lobby? This was a full 10 to 13k lobby, and it felt god awful to play. Like, if I'm top fragger and highest damage and highest impact on a map that I barely ever play or understand, I don't know what's going on. Playing in this match was a stark contrast to the previous game, and I don't know if it was because I finally warmed up and was much more confident than in the first two matches, or if it was due to my teammates and the enemies being incredibly bad. No offense to them, but maybe they had horrible days, or it was just a weird game, or this elo is truly the exact same as 5k. So seriously, looking at this match and going off of what I experienced here, I can definitely confidently say I can hang and play in this elo, maybe even carry. It was only one game though, so very small sample size. Let's tone it down a bit. Let's go to the fourth game. After coming from that nuke game, I was fully convinced I'm good enough to play in 12k. The confidence was there, the hands were warm, and I got some nice trades and moments. Of course, I still made lots of mistakes, just like anyone else in this rank, but overall, it just felt better. Sadly, there was another hella sussy and shady account though. It's so annoying. It just ruined the entire match and clearly skewed the game into their favor. Without this guy, I'm pretty sure we would have won. Now, I can't confidently say he cheated again. It's really hard unless they are super blatant and following, tracing through the wall or through smokes or doing some other very shady stuff. If he was a cheater, he was hiding it quite well. There were a bit weird situations, but nothing 100%. So at the very least, another smurf. All in all, I can say though, after these couple of games, that I can definitely play in this elo range, in this premier rank range, if the players are actually in the 10k to 12k range. I did not feel outclassed at all at any moment by any player, except for the sussy accounts. They were better, either smurfing or cheating. But the rest, the majority of the players, felt the same or felt like I was easily on the same level, maybe even higher. I did fine though. Top frag for most of the game, even though I'm B anchor. That's kind of crazy. Except for the first game, of course, we're going to ignore that. I don't know what that was. There was just like, I don't know, the raging, we kicked someone, so it was a 4v5, which is always more difficult to play, obviously. And no one was talking. I wasn't warmed up yet. We're just going to ignore that game and put that on a side, okay? But yeah, I felt pretty comfortable. I felt comfortable in these games and felt confident that I could contribute to the win or, contribute to the game. In conclusion, that means in both those elos, in the 5k range, like I am playing right now, or hardstuck right now, or in the 10 to 12k where I played on this friend's account, both had matches where people don't communicate, seemingly don't care about the game. We had ragers, we had toxic people, we had, AFKs, sussy accounts, cheaters. It felt exactly the same. The playstyle seemed similar, the mistakes were the same, the aim didn't feel out of this world or crazy. Honestly, some of the strategies or lack thereof felt way worse than I would see myself at the moment, level-wise. And of course, again, I have to say this, it's only 4 games, right? I would have to do 20 games to really see if I can play and maybe climb or keep this elo. And that's one thing I will probably do eventually. I really like this project idea. So I will repeat this whole experiment, only in a bit higher elo, like 14, 16k maybe. And then I'll do 10 games. That then should give me a better example and be a bigger sample size to really show me if I can play in this elo or not and what it felt like. And then I can give a more proper review to you guys. Why I'm not continuing at the moment, like I said, the elo felt way too similar. Plus, I think this account is still a little bit on the low trust factor side and maybe not fully calibrated yet. It is a Smurf account, or it is like a new account of that friend. And it was a little bit weird that we had so many sussy enemies and people with weird accounts in those lobbies, plus all these accounts that weren't ranked yet. So there was something fishy, or there is something fishy with this account. I think it's better if the friend continues playing with that account off stream, to maybe get to 14, 15k premier rating and to get a bit better, trust factor and hopefully normal, fully established lobbies. This will then give this whole experiment a proper chance to really work and be an accurate representation of me playing in that elo range. It was a really fun first experiment though, and a first test. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. And I'll for sure be back with more. That's it from me today. See you in the next one.